Now I'm going to explain history and evolution of microprocessor. Course outcome of this topic is students will able to classify types of microprocessors. So this topic explains how the microprocessor are evaluated. Okay, means from very beginning of the microprocessor to till date, how the microprocessors and its functionalities, its computation powers are improved. Okay, so the very first microprocessor is considered to be the Intel 4004. It was released in 1971 and was a 4-bit processor. 4-bit processor means at a time it can execute a content of 4-bit only. So it indicates its computational power. Then the 8-bit 8008 microprocessor, it was developed by Intel in 1972. This 8088 was improvement over 4004, and now it made 8-bit. So computation power is increased, means at a time 8-bit of data can be can be executed. Then the first multi-chip 16-bit processor was released by National Semiconductors in 1973. After 1 year, National Semiconductors has introduced multi-chip, means more than one chip within a single microprocessor, and that made a 16-bit processor. Means computation power is now increased to 16-bit at a time. Then Intel upgraded the 8008 into a 16-bit version. They call it the 8086. It was the first of the x86 family by which many modern PCs are powered. Then Intel Corporation made improvement over 8008 microprocessor. Now they made it from 8-bit to 16-bit. Means they improve the computation power. Now instead of 8-bit, at a time 16-bit data can be taken into microprocessors, and the operation on that 16-bit data can be performed simultaneously. Means the at a time 16-bit can be fetched from memory, and that can be executed in one call. So it ultimately improves the speed of execution. Okay. After that, 32-bit design didn't require much to improve performance, since it has double the size of instructions as well as the amount of addressable memories. After that 16-bit improvement, there is a more improvement, and simply they made a computation to 32-bit design. Means at a time 32-bit can be taken to microprocessor, and that can be executed simultaneously. But in support with microprocessor, there is a requirement of memory. So there is a memory chip, generally we consider as a primary memory in support with the microprocessor, which always stands outside of the microprocessor, but it always works in a support with microprocessor. So with computation power improvement, that memory size, the supported memory size must be improved. So with this 32-bit design, the supporting memory are extended by means of extending addressable capacity of that microprocessor. We will learn this concept when we will learn about address bus and data bus. Okay. So after that, 68000 by Motorola was one of the first microprocessor developed to 32-bit architectures. It was following same design of 32-bit. It was released in 1979 and continued to be in use today. So here this diagram shows micro microprocessor which is of 32-bit, and the name is MC, that is Motorola Corporation 6800 68000. Okay, and this figure indicates this 68000 microprocessor within a motherboard. After that, most of today's computers are turning to 64-bit designs to handle dealing with a very large amount of data. This is needed especially as demand for 3D graphics and fast video has risen. Example, AMD Athlon, Intel i3, i5, i7 processors. Currently, in a market, computer systems are coming with good GUI, graphical user interfaces, and graphic cards. So with the increasing demand for gaming, high computations, video streaming, high good quality audio streaming, okay, transferring content over internet. This previous microprocessor was not enough. So this Intel specially um, made the microprocessor 60-bit, 64-bit design to meet the current requirements. Okay, and current microprocessors are i3, i5, and i7s, and these are not limited to 64-bit only. Current microprocessors are also 128-bit, 256-bit, means they can perform execution over 128 or 256-bit at a time. Okay, so there is a major improvement in execution speed. So here I am going to summarize all this improvement over microprocessor. Microprocessors are classified into different types on the basis of the bit of operation at a time, means how many bits can be operated one in a single pass, in a single go. On the basis of that, we can define, or we can derive this microprocessor into different categories. So first category is 4-bit microprocessors. So single example is there, 4004, which was a very older microprocessor invented in 1971, that is to be 4-bit capacity only. After that, there are many microprocessor falls in the category of 8-bit, means they can execute 8-bit data at a time. The examples are 8085, 8088, Zilog, Z80, Z180. Okay. After that, 16-bit microprocessors. Example are Intel 8086, 80186, 80286, 80386. Then coming to 32-bit processors, means at a time they can perform operations on 32-bit at a time. Examples are Intel Pentium, Celeron, AMD Sempron. AMD stands for American Micro Devices Company. Then 64-bit. Example is AMD Athlon. This is classification based on bits, means bits of operation at a time. Other classification is possible based on instruction sets. So we can say here, based on the instruction set, microprocessors are classified into broadly two categories: RISC, RISC, and CISC. CISC. RISC stands for Reduced Instruction Set Computing, means it is having generally very less number of instruction. And as we discussed earlier, instruction set of particular microprocessor ultimately implies the computing power. So as the reduced instruction set is there, it is having limited computation power. These type of processors are commonly used in ovens for the cooking purpose, then air conditioners, then CCTV cameras. These are the example of microprocessor which falls in the category of RISC, RISC. Then another category is CISC. Here the number of instruction set is more in comparison of RISC. So CISC stands for complex instruction set computing. And this type of processors are used in desktop, laptops, and servers because it is having more number of instructions. So ultimately, it implies larger processing capacities. Okay, so that's it about the evolutions of microprocessor. Thank you.